got it. They got it. Did he get it?
Feeling, Toledo? No, give it up. I know you guys are excited tonight. Give it up. I want to hear you. Yeah. Toledo. Woo! And I know you guys have had a big year this year. We are so excited to be here on Bcsn. We have had over 600 games right here on Bcsn in the last year. Over 11,000 of you athletes have made your way onto the airways in Northwest Ohio over the last year. So one more time, Toledo, give it up for yourselves. Let me hear you. Yeah. All right, but I do want to step back for a minute because, man, we have really had a spotlight on Northwest Ohio over the last year, haven't we? Robert Easter Jr. won the lightweight championship of the world. Give it up for Robert now. Yeah. The Cleveland Cavaliers won the NBA championship. That's right. What curse? What curse? The Cleveland Browns 1-15. 1-15? I mean, in the NFL, you should at least accidentally win 3 games. 1-15. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being Deshaun Kaiser and getting that draft call? Hey, Deshaun, how would you like to be a member of the Cleveland Browns? Can I think about it? 1-15. I cannot believe it. Deshaun Kaiser had the luck of the Irish for 4 years in high school. He had the luck of the Irish for 3 years in college, and he's going to need all that luck right now in Cleveland. My goodness, I do believe, though. I believe he will be the one to turn it around this year. I believe Deshaun is the guy that will change things around in Cleveland. That's right. We're going to have some change in 2017 because I know we've already done some big things here in Northwest Ohio. The Notre Dame girls basketball team went all the way through the state playoffs this year, had themselves a big, big year. Notre Dame, are you in the house? Yeah. That's right. St. Francis hockey had a big year as well through the state playoffs. St. Francis, where you guys at tonight? I want to feel it. I feel it. Yeah, it's the year of change. Jordan Strack from our competitor grew a beard and no longer looks 13. It's a big year in Toledo. I'm telling you, I'm so happy to have you all here tonight, and I got some friends that are with me all evening long. We can't wait to give out the awards to all of you this evening. I will be joined all evening long by Miss Sarah Sanchez. Sarah, where are you at in the building right now?
I'm right here. I'm here with the Toledo Walleye players, Alden Hirschfeld, Kyle Bonus. They just got done with an amazing season with the Toledo Walleye. Local people here, you know, local athletes in the stands here today. What's some advice you can give them as they continue their education and their athletics?
I say for sure, obviously, education first, but enjoy the sport as well. I mean, that's important. Just be the hardest worker you can be and let things control themselves, and the rest will be history. But I wish everybody the best of luck, and I hope you win many a championships continued from here.
Kyle, what's some advice you got for them?
Yeah, I think Alden worded it perfectly, but don't be afraid to rely on your support system, your friends and parents, and anyone that helped you get to that point. College is going to be the greatest 4, 5, 6, 7, if you do it right, years of your life. So just enjoy it. It's going to be an amazing ride. You'll meet great people.
All right, you heard it here. Alden Hirschfeld, Kyle Bonus. Great advice for our student athletes here. Brandon, back to you.
Sarah, thank you so much. You know, there is nothing quite like being live at one of these games on Friday nights, Wednesday nights. Whenever you're out there, the atmosphere is truly phenomenal. And the reason for that, a lot of times, are the amazing student sections that we have all around Northwest Ohio. So we want to go ahead and recognize a couple of those tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen him every single night on Game Day Nation right here on BCSN. Give it up for Mr. Mike Robinson.
How's everybody doing tonight? There we go, there you go. Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you tonight celebrating the 2017 BCS Honors. This is a special moment for all you guys, the participants, the award winners, and everybody involved, including the families. This year, we had the opportunity to watch some of the best, I mean the best student sections of all time. I'm talking about Moses, splitting the water. I'm talking about you have fake mock Bcsn, ESPN studios all over the place, and even just all the luau's and all the other things. So definitely appreciation to you. And the one cool thing that started the trend was Brandon and I head popping up on fat heads, and that wasn't pretty flattering, but, right, Brandon? But without further ado, here's your 2017 BCSN student section nominees.
Here are your nominees for Student Section of the Year. Bedford. Northview.
Get up our nominees. When the student athletes take the field, there's no better energy than when the fans get it up for you guys, and that is a big tribute to the student sections and everybody just supporting. So fans, keep cheering. The players love it. We love it, right, players, athletes? Y'all love the fans? All right. So let's get to the envelope. Hopefully, no Steve Harvey. You gave me the right envelope, right? All right, in the student section of the year, Bedford High School. Do I have any representation? Anybody from Bedford here? Anybody from Bedford?
Was that Catrick? I think that was Catrick. Guys, thank you all so much for being with us all evening long. We're so happy to have you right here with us for BCSN Honors 17. We have had so many great moments with all of you throughout the season, and we love sharing them on social media. For our next award, we now bring up Miss Sarah Sanchez.
All right, well, I've already seen a few of you sitting here probably on your phone, scrolling through Twitter, Facebook, maybe even taking some Snapchats. And you know why? It's because information is instantly at our fingertips. I mean, how cool is that? It makes working in the sports industry and running social media for BCSN that much more exciting. And of course, what kind of social media person would I be if I didn't say that we were gonna take a giant selfie right now? So everyone get ready, get your big smiles on, we're gonna take a selfie. No one is, I'm serious, we're gonna take a selfie. Everybody get ready. All right, that'll be on Twitter later. We've got a hashtag going, hashtag BCSN Honors 17. So if you're taking selfies, videos, anything, we want to see it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, hashtag BCSN Honors 17. I found a quote by Lisa Horn, and it says, "Everything you post on social media impacts your personal brand. How do you want to be known?" I may be biased, but I like to think that BCSN helps highlight the skills and potential that you all have as student athletes. I mean, we didn't have instant social media when I was in school, so I think it's really cool to be a part of. We've had some crazy viral moments from games throughout the year, so let's meet the nominees for Social Media Moment of the Year.
Here are your nominees for Social Media Moment of the Year. Jarius Ward, Lima Senior.
Down to Ward. He may just try to go all the way. He's going to launch it from way out, and he hit!
Nick Whitcher, Whitmer.
Around him, but wants the handle. Whitmer with numbers. Oh, Whitcher!
Bryant Kovac, Springfield.
Setback pitches to him in his short side. Tries to bounce outside. Leapfrogs over a defender and into the end zone.
Tyson Anderson, St. John's.
Tyson Anderson over took away the help side.
There is Anderson. Oh! He throws it down and one more comes from the line. They got to hold the students back.
And those are your nominees for Social Media Moment of the Year. Can we get a round of applause? Yeah. Like I said, some pretty awesome viral moments. And the winner is, if I can open this, Bryant Kovac from Springfield Football for the hurdle.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and it meant a lot this year. Knowing my season got cut short, but it was good while it lasted. Thank you again.
Coming up.
Looking for the 300 right here. Got it right in there. Yeah. Got it!
The award for Moment of the Year. BCSN Honors continues.
All right, you guys, well, you know what? Within any game, there are so many plays that really stand out. And at the same time, there are certain plays that are just bigger than the game itself. Now, with our Play of the Year, please give it up for Mr. Eric Hobart.
Thanks, Brandon. If you had the opportunity to join us at all during football season, we covered a lot of kids, and we made stories out of some fantastic moments with these kids. There was one story and one play out of all the plays, all of all the weeks during football season that stood out. Medford High School's John Scout scored a touchdown. And I'll never forget that moment when we heard that in our studio. It was a typical Friday night, but after that moment, it was no longer typical. And if you don't know John's story, he lost a battle with cancer at the end of January of this year. And if you need a little more than that, here's some of John's story now. As you may know, we had the opportunity to introduce you to John back in August during two-a-days. Then, 2 months later, chronicle his touchdown, resulting in our Player of the Week award in October. Congratulations, John Scout. Yeah! Even though he was unable to actively participate in practice, he was still there every day. His teammates showing their appreciation by saying his name during each breakdown. A ritual they carried out at his home just this week after John left the hospital.
That was very spontaneous. That was thought of early in the morning, like 9 or 10 o'clock that day. We got it all together. The kids went out there 200 and some strong, and yeah, it was. We didn't know the whole situation with John's health, where the tumor was going to take it and all that, but our kids went up to the bay window and waved to him as their possibly their last goodbye.
The community rallied around John and his family. Here's a look at the signs on businesses just tonight. The school also taking an active part, selling long sleeve shirts reading "I am Scout Strong" in order to help with expenses.
It's been amazing. We aren't that rich community, and we aren't that poor community. We're that blue collar middle class type community with a few sprinkled in on top and bottom, but it's just fantastic people. They're just, when things go wrong, they want to help out.
Although it was not unexpected, losing John still obviously painful to those closest to him.
This morning was tough, and last night was tough. We had about 10 kids come to the school last night when they heard news at 8 o'clock. There was 65 kids in this room this morning with about 6 coaches. We took about 20 minutes and just talked to each other, and we talked about how important John was to us, and the fact that our kids gave him 11 months of greatness out of their hearts, and they should be feeling pretty special too, even though we're losing one of our family members. We had a great group hug afterwards, a lot of tears. A lot of people that I was surprised with were very, very emotional, but I think it took them that long to realize how great a young man John was.
I'm an old guy. I'm over 40. I've done a lot of stories in 20 plus years in this business. But this one hits home. I only met John twice. I met him the first time during the two-a-days, and I asked Coach Wood about the young man over there in the corner who wasn't in gear. And he told me that he had a brain tumor and it was cancer. He had undergone surgery at the University of Michigan. And I had a chance to say this to a gym full of Bedford community, all wearing this shirt just recently after John passed away in a celebration of his life. And I wanted to go talk to him, whether it was on camera or not. And I talked a little bit about the brain tumor I had and the surgery that I had at the University of Michigan. And we talked a little bit about our faith. And we talked a lot about how much we love football. And again, I don't pretend to know John much more than those of you out here. But there was definitely a connection made, and I prayed for him maybe every day after that. So to understand how special this moment was, when we heard that he scored a touchdown, it got you right here. It made me do what I'm doing right now. And it just moved you because you know how badly he wanted to be out there. But I tell you, when I think back now about John Scout, one thing you didn't see there, I asked him, I said, John, when they said it was your turn to get the ball, what did you think? And he looked at me and he said, I got this. And he said it with a joy. And that is the joy that I will remember John Scout with, and the Bedford community will remember John Scout with, and we hope that you remember John Scout with. So we're accepting this award for Play of the Year, John Scout's family, his dad Greg, mom Julie, and his siblings.
There are two things that Jonathan loved: his family and football. And to get to play football and be with his family are the things that he wanted to do the most. He loves his Bedford community, and he lives on with many memories. I lost my thought. And to get to play in this game, he had butterflies, and he didn't think he was going to be able to play. And once we saw him put on his helmet and get out there and play, it totally changed his world. He fought for his Bedford community, and he was there until their last game and into January. He wanted to make sure everybody had a turn to see him, and his brothers will carry on his football along with his sister who could not be here tonight. So thank you.
We got this, John.
Welcome back to BCSN Honor 17. I am here with our male and female athlete of the year. First question goes to Bree. What has this career been like for you, and what are you doing after you graduate?
Well, it's been an amazing experience, and what I can't wait for it to happen is to get to UMass and just play for Coach Verdi.
Awesome. Congratulations on an amazing season, and we look forward to following your career as well. Moises, what has your high school career been?
It's been a roller coaster ride, and I just learned a lot about myself, and I think my favorite part was the relationships I built, and I'm just excited to further my career at Ohio University.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again to both of our male and female athlete of the year.
BCSN Honors 2017 is presented by Directions Credit Union, Unison Health, Hires Dental Care, and by Nationwide Auto Finance.
All right, all right. How you feeling, Toledo? Yeah! Woo! Man, I got to tell you, when we had those last awards, I got to ask you guys, is Notre Dame in the house? Notre Dame! Woo! Do we have Perrysburg in the building? Perrysburg! Man, there's nothing quite like being on a team. And we finish you off tonight with the award for Best Team. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us for the award, you hear him call your games, TV's Brad Woznicki.
Well, it's only fitting that before we recognize the nominees for Team of the Year, that we bring out a guy that knows a thing or two about winning. From the Toledo Walleye, here's Kyle Bonus.
Wow, thank you very much. First, I'd like to take a moment to thank BCSN for having me out tonight. Obviously, I was supposed to be with Alden, but he had to go attend to his little boy. He'd had a long day, but I had no idea what I was getting into when I was asked to present this award, but in my 3 years in Toledo and the way that the fans have treated me, I should not have been surprised with the amount of passion and optimism that's in this room right now. I think there's enough things in the world that can kind of beat us down on a daily basis. So seeing something like this and sports and academics and the youth that are taking the next steps in their lives, it's a pretty special night. And people like this, they make great teams. So I'm sure that the nominees have enough passion and optimistic people, and that's why they were selected.
Thank you, Kyle. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Those words were spoken by Henry Ford. Each one of the nominees for Team of the Year have dedicated their time, they have faced adversity, they have also triumphed on the big stage. The memories that have been made will last with you, your coaches, and your teammates forever. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments, and here are the nominees for Team of the Year.
And lastly, here are your nominees for Team of the Year. Anthony Wayne Football.
Now looking downfield. And what a catch. Past the 30, past the 35, still going. Out to midfield. take it down for a big run.
Schneider again. Touchdown. 10 at the 11. Then here's Evan Brown bouncing outside. Can he get to the pylon? You know he can.
Notre Dame basketball.
Hampton Bay has been quiet for a while. Put the defense and got it to Kaiser. He is quiet no more. Here comes Hampton Bay. Pick up the shot now. Copeland open. Good looking shot. It goes down.
Ashley Barron on the takeaway. Jalen Johnson. A nice look to Hampton Bay for
as a steal. Barron to the hole. She's got it. Ashley Barron.
St. Francis hockey.
Here's Barrow. Yeah, Barrow looking to get it over the side. Backhander scores. Ack laid it out there for him. Us was playing the man. And from the high slot. Good work defensively. Uh-oh, Mitchell. Here comes Mitchell looking for the cut again. Puts the backhand in and he scores again on the backhand. Barrow could grab a hold of it. He resets it down. Back goes out and he scores. Ben Mitchell.
Perrysburg Gymnastics.
Well, I've had the opportunity to cover this team multiple times this year and seen quite a few wins. Congratulations on your historic season, and congratulations on the Team of the Year award, Anthony Wayne Football.
First of all, congratulations to the other teams that were nominated. It's been an amazing year in sports for the Toledo area, and to be selected as Team of the Year is quite an honor. BCSN, this is awesome. This is amazing. We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into when we walked out here, but this is better than the ESPYs when you're here, I think. This is pretty cool. I'm just thankful for one more night to be with the guys. I feel like we truly embodied a team, and we had a next man up mentality all year. We went through a lot of adversity. We fought through a lot of injuries. And I told somebody earlier, I felt like if we won, it wasn't just a Team of the Year, it was more like a community and school of the year. You know, things can't happen without the support of the parents and the administration of the things that we have. And, you know, I'm just proud to be a member of the Anthony Wayne School District. So, BCSN, thank you.
All right, Toledo! Woo! How we feeling? Yeah! Thank you all so much for joining us for the BCSN Honors 17. It has been a privilege to join all of you, and I know so many of you are seniors going into this year. Best of luck to all of you as you make your way into college. I gotta tell you, there are gonna be ups, there are gonna be downs, but I want you right now to close your eyes and think about what you have in front of you. I want you to think about where you want to go in the next 4 years. Have that in mind right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're around a senior, I want you to look at them right now and say, you can do it. You can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, exactly. There is nothing that you cannot achieve if you want to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining us here. And I want you to remember, you can do it as you leave tonight. Because if Deshaun Kaiser can play for the Browns, if Callista Bivier can get the golden buzzer, you guys can do it too. Thank you. This is BCSN Honors. Have a good night.